What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, been a long day, up early, got the carpet and stuff put in down the road, and back home where I just love being home. I love being here in my man cave, all my equipment and everything else, and getting caught up on everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. Um, if you've been, I don't know, somewhere under a rock and haven't gotten the news, this has been an interesting day for the Cowboys. They get back to practice, although today, because the Cowboys are playing 3 games in 12 days, they're not going real hard in practice. In fact, today was a walkthrough practice. Okay, so it's not really walking, it's more like no hitting. It's kind of really fast paced, doing the installs of what the game plan is for the week, because the Cowboys have to recover from the game they just played on Sunday in Green Bay. 4 o'clock game, flying back to Green Bay, getting home and things, getting treatment and everything else. We got some guys that are nicked up, and then of course getting ready to go to Minneapolis to play the Vikings, okay? And then you're going to come back from Minneapolis, and then you got to get ready to play the New York Giants on Thursday for Thanksgiving. So you don't want to tax the body any more than you have to, so there's not going to be a lot of real practices between now and being done with the Giants. So today was a walkthrough. The good news for the Cowboys was Zeke Elliott was in the walkthrough. Anthony Brown, who's in concussion protocol, went through the walkthrough, as well as Anthony Barr, who was dealing with a hamstring issue, who did not play last week, went through it as well. But it seems like whenever we take a couple steps forward, we take a step back. And this may be something worth watching and seeing if there's anything to this. But DeMarcus Lawrence did not practice today due to a foot injury. That's the first thing that I saw. That's the first thing I saw and said, oh shit, here we go. Because you'll remember last year, it ended up being after the first game in practice. Not the game. Not the game. In practice, he broke his foot and missed half the season. So as soon as I saw that headline here, I was like, oh shit, here we go. Because DeMarcus Lawrence, believe it or not, has been our best run stopper. I know we don't really stop the run. Damn. Boy, I'm really getting gray here. This No Shave November is just letting the gray hairs just go crazy. I'm looking like graybeard. I mean, it's a little bit of black right there. Damn. At least most of the mustache is black, but shit. Yeah, I'm looking at my 57 years here. Anyway, what he told Clarence Hill is he's fine, he's going to play, he had no cast, no boot, and they don't need to put a limit on him right now. That's what he told Calvin Hill. Clarence Hill. Damn, Clarence Hill. Jeez. It's been a long day, okay? It's been a long day, all right? Other news, in case you've been under that rock, the Cowboys have signed not one, but two former doo-doo Browns. Two doo-doo Browns. Wide receiver Antonio Callaway, we brought him in last week for a tryout. They signed him to the practice squad. His most effective year was 2018. He had about 586 yards, a couple of touchdowns. The next year it was only like 8 catches, and then the next year it was like 2. And then last year I don't think he was on a team. But, sometimes you get guys that we kind of go, oh, why do we sign that guy? And they end up being like Terrence Steele, one of your better offensive linemen. So you don't know. Sometimes guys just need a change of scenery. They need the right system. They need the right coaching. They need an opportunity, and so on. and maybe he becomes something for us. And Lord knows, I think there's some opportunity for a wide receiver here with the Dallas Cowboys. But also, too, the Dan Quinn connection with players rears its head, too, because the Cowboys signed Takk McKinley. Takk McKinley, 2017 first-round draft pick by the Atlanta Falcons, hence Dan Quinn guy, has had about, right around 100 tackles and about 20 sacks. Outside linebacker, 6'2", about 260. Was actually having, he started out 3 seasons with the Atlanta Falcons, ended up going to Cleveland, went to Cleveland where Cleveland rocks, maybe. Cleveland rocks, okay. With the Cleveland Browns, and was actually having a really good season in 2020. 2021, 20 tackles and 2.5 sacks. Unfortunately, he tore his Achilles heel. Now, the thing that's kind of crazy to me is I don't remember guys tearing their Achilles heel. Their Achilles. I just don't remember that back in the day. Have you noticed that it seems like we go through different types of injuries and we get lots of them? Last year was a calf strain. I don't remember hearing about anybody have a calf strain. For the Cowboys some years ago, it was hamstrings. It was like Miles Austin. It was like Sean Lee every other week. It was like, damn, we need to start getting like a ballet bar and just stretching out hamstrings and everything else. But we don't seem to have too many hamstrings, although Anthony Barr has one. But not like we did that rash of them. Last year, like I said, calf injuries. It was Dak Prescott. It was Michael Gallup that both had calf strains. It's like, calf strains? What is this? But it seems like the new hottie of injuries is Achilles heel. And it used to be when you think about an Achilles heel being torn back in the day when I grew up, it was like an ACL or a knee injury. It basically was career ending back in the day. But now it's just like, a year later you're back. So after the Achilles with Cleveland, they let him go. He played in 11 games. So, 18 tackles, 2.5 sacks, outside linebacker with Cleveland. He probably didn't get that many opportunities because of the great players that they had on there, right? They let him go. He goes to the Rams. Now, he played against us. Where I think he had 1 tackle, 1 assist and stuff. What's notable is the sideline brawl, where he definitely looked passionate. Check this out.
That is Takk McKinley, who was just added to the roster, getting into it with linebacker Justin Hollins, and those two had to be separated.
Yeah, and I know that emotions run hot on sidelines, and I've been a part of some of those heated discussions when I was a player, but when you see that, the way that unfolded, that is not what you want to see. And this is a team, obviously, with high expectations, and they know it's on both.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Have no idea what was going on there. And I don't know if that was one of the reasons why the Rams decided, nah, bro, we done with you or something or other, and so on. At least you can say you can see some passion there. Lots of passion, I guess. At least, at the very least, we've got the Odell Beckham, where we've been flirting with that whole situation. Nothing has transpired today with that. And of course, actually, I don't remember seeing any news on that today at all. And maybe that's one of those things that all of a sudden, boom, we just get hit and it'll surprise the heck out of us. At least you see the Cowboys trying to make some moves. And I don't know if Takk McKinney is going to be playing it that much this year. I don't know or not. Maybe this is a move to try and help with Micah Parsons, because I think Micah Parsons kind of needs a little bit of rest and things like that, and they're worried about Sam Williams. I'm not sure where this goes. If he's a better run stopper or what. But you can never have enough edge rushers. You can never have enough edge rushers. And so we'll see if that becomes anything of it. But I can say that the Cowboys aren't sitting pat and trying to, just say, oh, well, this is the team we got. We're going to ride with this, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. They're at least trying to bring in some guys, be it bargain basement style, to try and make the team better. All right? So I'm back home. I'm going to actually go up and I didn't really see much of Yellowstone. I kind of got lost in the mix of losing the game. So I'm going to go upstairs and watch Yellowstone, and then I'll be back to do my fireside chat. All right, peace.